together for Anthony Zuccaro! Oh, how's it going? How's it going? For being such a liberal city, when you're driving around LA, people hate when you take a left. They really just hate the fact that you take a left. And whenever we're done with the local jokes, how about that? We're done with local jokes. I thought I had an insight on the way people live. I'm just gonna scurry back to my $20,000 1.5 bedroom apartment underground in West Oakland. All right, a little bit about me. I just quit smoking cigarettes, and the worst part about that is that no one cares. Yes, clapping actually ruins that joke. Thank you. No one cares when you quit smoking. I told my friend I quit smoking. He was like, "Good. Like you shouldn't have started. What is this, 1965?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, people always say how hard it is to quit, but then no one cares when you do." Like, and he's like, "Oh yeah, because we all know that cigarettes are bad for you." And we're like, "What, is the jury still out on heroin? Like what? Like you quit heroin, people compliment your weight gain. They're like, "Oh wow, you're looking great," and everything like that. But no, I quit cigarettes. No one cares. I miss cigarettes. I do. If anyone has one, that's one of those addictions that's just like situational. Yeah, it's like you don't quit heroin and be like, "Hey, can I get some heroin?" Like kind of bum some heroin from you, like just outside of a concert or something like that. But yeah, I didn't quit. But one of the reasons I miss smoking cigarettes is because it allowed me to key into my feminine side. Because when I was smoking a cigarette, I felt like a woman. Because the joke does not stop there, don't worry. I felt like a woman because while I was smoking a cigarette on the street, I just got approached by men I wanted nothing to do with. Okay. I did not want to talk to these men. I did not want to speak at all to these men. I had a cigarette in my hand and they approached me without warning. But yeah, if you're smoking a cigarette on the street, that's just like a smoke signal for anyone with a mental illness in like a 50-block radius to kind of start talking to you. It's like you can either smoke cigarettes or be a woman, and that will happen too. Those are the two options. Let's see. These are relatively new jokes, so I don't have transitions for them. Let's see. So when someone brings up Hitler, whenever someone brings up Hitler, and they do, people just bring up Hitler. He's like the Kleenex of evil people. You know, you just the Coca-Cola of awful people. You just always mention them. Brand loyalty for mentioning evil people. But yeah, so whenever someone brings up Hitler, they always, for some reason, mention, you know what? He was a great public speaker. Who gives a shit? Why do we keep saying this over and over? Like, what's next? Was the Zodiac Killer good at Scrabble? Probably. Was OJ good at football? He was. Okay? But something overshadowed that, so we don't talk about it anymore. Okay? It's okay to set that aside. That doesn't make sense to me. Also, I've watched some of Hitler's speeches. I can't understand a word this guy says. So I just don't get what the hype is about. Okay? Imagine being in World War II, just like, yeah, say what you want about Hitler, but that guy can control a room. Magnetic when he's on stage. Yeah, I just don't get it. But yeah, right about now is when I like to mention, it's okay, it's a comedy show, it's fine. I have 20 more minutes of Hitler material. And I've only been given 8 minutes up here, so I just control a room. But yeah, so I have this theory that ghosts are real. Everybody, ghosts are real. They, just like most people, don't want to talk to ghost hunters. Stay away from these people. They're like, can I get anybody else to talk to? Like, these ghost hunters are crazy, man. They'll spend like their whole lives dedicated to this. It's like, how about you try speaking to alive people? Start there before you try and conquer the world of the dead. Yeah, it's so strange. Like, I was watching this one ghost hunter documentary, and they were like, the strange thing is, a lot of the cases that we get, a lot of the reports of ghost sightings that we get are from places that are really remote, out of there. There's not much to do in these towns. And it's like, yeah, if you lived there your whole life and then you died and you got to haunt some people, you'd stick around, okay? Finally, I get to have some fun in this fucking place. Mess with some people, turn some light switches on and off, all right. I've never been this close to the audience before in my life. I feel like I'm seated with you. Yeah, so right about now is when I like to mention that I'm a substitute teacher. Everyone? That applause break is very contingent on the jokes I do before that. Yeah, I like substitute teaching because it's the stepdad of jobs. Because I don't care about these kids at all. I don't give a shit about. I just show up, I buy them an Xbox, and I leave. Okay. Guess what? They don't care about me either. Every day I get called Marv from Home Alone. Every day. Weird way to find out that movie is still a classic. I wish I found out another way. I had a kid come up to me and say, I look like if they machine washed Post Malone. Who is writing these for you? Is Don Rickles your grandfather? A kid came up to me and he was like, I look like if Bob Ross sniffed paint. Don't give them any credit, I wrote all of those. They can't read or write, I'm their teacher. Let's see, I'll head on this one because it's been just a lovely emotional journey so far. It bothers me that there's still makeup testing on animals. Did you guys hear about this? They're still testing makeup on animals. It's like, I don't care what makeup you use, I'm still not gonna fuck that rabbit, okay? It's like, why are we doing this? Always end on a strong one. This is stand-up 101. I made these.